It's 5 o'clock, and on this Friday night, the jury in the Delphi murders trial is back at their hotel tonight.
They did not reach a verdict after a full day of deliberations. Our team's been in Delphi all day watching and waiting for the verdict.
Samantha Johnson's been speaking with people in the community who want to see justice for the two teens, Abby and Libby.
And we're going to start our team coverage with our senior investigative reporter, Bob Segall, as well as Emily Lognecker. And you all, 7 hours, you tell us, huh?
Yeah, ladies, the jury left here just about an hour ago after a full day of deliberations. They got here this morning at 9 a.m. We also know that they deliberated for about 2.5 hours yesterday. So all total, they've been working on this case for about 9 hours. They've got a lot to consider. 387 pieces of evidence, testimony from 64 witnesses. This is a jury that has been very engaged this entire process with a lot of questions. We don't really have a sense where their head is at because we're not allowed in the courtroom if they have any questions about testimony or any questions about evidence. We do know, though, that Richard Allen is allowed in that courtroom each time that they have a question. So are his defense attorneys, so is the state. We do know Richard Allen not here today. He is in Cass County Jail. That's about 30 minutes away, so it would take him some time to get here. So again, a lot to consider for this jury as they work on this and trying to decide guilty or not guilty for Richard Allen. Bob, are you surprised there was not a verdict that came down today?
No, I don't think anyone should be surprised that we do not have a verdict yet, and the reason is because this case is so incredibly nuanced. Keep in mind, the jury has to establish and make sure that they are understanding the full timelines, not only the timeline of the crimes and when they took place and when Bridge Guy was on the bridge with the victims, but also the timelines comparing the mental health of Richard Allen in comparison to his confessions. And the other big thing that is going to take time for the jury is all the contradictory testimony that they heard. The ballistics experts for the state and for the defense, the psychologists and the psychiatrists for both the defense and the state, they gave completely opposite testimony. So jurors are going to have to figure out which testimony is more credible, which testimony to believe, and that takes time. So Felicia and Ann, it could be several more days before we get a verdict here in Delphi.
All right, and we understand that they do not plan to do any deliberations on Sunday if they don't reach a verdict by tomorrow afternoon.
That is correct. The jury is scheduled to meet for at least 3 hours. They could meet all the way up to 4 o'clock tomorrow. And again, if they don't have a verdict by that point, then it will be Monday that they will begin their deliberations again.
Okay, Bob Segall, Emily Lognecker reporting live in Delphi outside the courthouse. Thank you so much. And today we saw dozens of people spend all day outside the Carroll County courthouse, hoping to be among the first to hear a verdict.
And this group included people from Delphi and from people who were from out of town. Samantha Johnson was outside the courthouse all day as well.
She joins us live tonight. And what have you learned from those folks?
Well, Felicia and Anne Marie, we heard from a wide variety of folks today, like you mentioned. Some folks who grew up here in Delphi and Carroll County, others like YouTubers and podcasters from around the world who make a living talking about this case. And today we saw so many of them come together to make signs outside the Carroll County Courthouse. Take a look at some of this video here. What was unique about these signs is they really supported all sides of this case. Some calling for justice for Abby and Libby, others supporting Richard Allen, one of them even reading, "We love you, Rick Allen." Others pretty critical of this investigation and of this case as a whole. We met one woman today. Her name is Jenny Kroom. She says she lives just outside of Carroll County. She told me she's friends with Libby's family, and she wanted to witness all that is happening in Carroll County right now and to see this case through.
The whole world's watching, and we've been watching from day one. It's went on too long, and we hope and pray that the truth is revealed today, and if it's not, that it comes soon.
We also heard from several people really in the last few weeks who say no matter the outcome of this case, they are really just praying for peace, not only for the victims' families, but also for this community as a whole. And we noticed new today, there were several of the local businesses here around the square put up blue and purple signs in their windows today, representing the favorite colors of Abby Williams and Libby German. We'll show you some of that video coming up tonight at 6.
Yeah, similar to the bows that we saw on the lights posts all around the courthouse for the first day of this trial, Sam. So some syncing there. All right, well, we're going to take a look at some of the major moments from the trial tonight during our Delphi debrief.
That's when Bob and Emily, they're going to be back with us at 10 on WTHR Plus with their in-depth analysis. You can find it on Apple TV, Roku, as well as Fire Stick.